Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Viking Stadium. It's a beautiful evening here on September 9th, 2005, and let's get ready for some Viking football.
Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen. I am Alex Wagner, with always my colleague Brandon Manson. It's going to be a very exciting game where the 2-0 Hazlitt Vikings take on the 0-2 Lansing Catholic Central Cougars. Brandon, what are your predictions for tonight's game?
Well, Alex, I'm thinking that it's going to be a much better game than the last 2 weeks for the Vikings. It should be a lot more exciting. LCC is very athletic. They have a few offensive threats. There are two quarterbacks, Matthew Friend and Matt Stout, along with their stellar receiver, Frank Feta. He put in some very impressive numbers against Jackson Northwest in the first week. Went through a little slump last week, but it should be a challenge for the defense. But I predict Hazlitt to come away with the W here. Yeah,
I agree. Let me just run some defensive numbers by you. The Hazlitt Viking defense has had 0 points against them, 1 first down against them last week against Eastern, and 2 rushing yards allowed against Eastern last week. Now that is impressive, Brandon.
That is very impressive. Offensively as well, the Hazlitt Vikings have been very impressive this year. They're especially on the ground. Their 2 running backs who have stood out the most so far this year, A.J. Rahar with 3 rushing touchdowns and 161 yards total, and also Kurt Shively, the junior, stepping up majorly with 2 rushing touchdowns and 133 yards this season.
Yeah, that's true. And also Kurt Shively had an amazing 70-yard run last week against Eastern. And also starting quarterback Nate Turner has an astounding 6 touchdowns this entire season, 5 of them being rushing touchdowns and 1 a passing touchdown. The LCC defense definitely has their work cut out for them tonight.
They most certainly do, but it should be a great game.
It should. Okay. And here come the Vikings. They've just run out of the gate, and they're looking ready for this game tonight, Brandon.
They look extremely pumped up. I'm pumped up. Are you pumped up?
I am pumped up.
I can tell. You got the marching band marching off the field. Cheerleaders look excited. The students look excited. Everybody's excited for this game.
Yeah, they are. The Hazlitt side is definitely near packed. The LCC side, not so much packed. But
apparently it's a long drive from LCC over to Hazlitt.
Yeah. Well, with these gas prices, it's tough to get down here. I understand.
It really is, but it's a beautiful night for football. So.
Yep, and we're just about a couple minutes away from some exciting football today. Like we said earlier, it's going to be interesting to see if this LCC defense can defend against this Hazlitt offense, and also vice versa, Brandon.
It really is. I don't see LCC doing too great of a job with it, considering how explosive the Hazlitt offense has been. But, you know, I haven't really seen any game film on LCC, so they're probably really ready for this game.
Yeah, also the Hazlitt Vikings starters are coming out. There's number 53 for Hazlitt, Ted Baker. Now number 6, Mike McCuna. And number 2, A.J. Rahar, which has been so detrimental to this Viking offense. He's had a total of 161 yards this season, 48 of those yards coming last week, and 118 in the first home opener against East Lansing.
Nate Turner, Ben Rizzo, Luke Bowman. Just a few of the guys contributing to this.
Mike Nowak, Dallas Bird, they're all doing a great job helping out these Vikings so far. We're going to see if they can keep it up and maybe go for a 3rd straight shutout against the LCC Cougars.
I know everybody except for LCC is really hoping for that. So.
Yep, definitely. There's head coach for the Vikings, Charlie Atluski. getting ready for this evening.
And it appears as though Hazlitt has selected to defer to the second half, I believe, as the starting defense is out, and the kicker, number 11, Yerby, who's also had a very good season with 13 extra points. I don't believe he's missed any so far.
Yeah, me either. He's had a score of touchbacks too, and I think he had 4 extra points last week, and 4 extra points last week and 7 against East Lansing. It's impressive, which is not 13.
But either way, he's had a lot. And he's definitely a very talented kicker. As you said before, Alex, we've seen a number of touchbacks.
Yeah. So Colin Yerby will be kicking off here. Colin Yerby, a.k.a. Tippy, kicking off against the LCC special teams unit. LCC looking for a big return to start this game right off here, and we're just about underway.
Looks like we got the receiver, Frank Fada, back there, number 81.
And number 1, Doug Howley.
Here come the Vikings spreading out across the field.
Yerby ready to kick.
Hoping they can make something cool happen on this.
The Hazlitt student section trying to fire up the rest of this crowd and the football team here.
You can hear the drum line, the drum rolls. Here comes Yerby.
And the
puts
kick.
A foot into that one.
Good kick by Yerby, caught by
all
number
the way back
81,
to the goal
Fada.
line.
Brought out.
Fada trying to make something
and
happen.
He has room. He has room. Let's see if the Vikings can catch him. Yerby's back. Fada's got the distance. He's got room.
Roberts can't make anything
and
happen.
Touchdown,
Looks like a block in the back
LCC.
right there. No flag in the play. LCC with an amazing return there. Fada just saw a huge hole open and he hit it and he was gone.
This is not the way the Hazlitt Vikings want to be starting the game.
Well, certainly it's not.
We're only 16 seconds in the game and already the Cougars have a score. So much for the shutout.
Cougars are up 6-0. Didn't waste any time ruining that shutout record for the Hazlitt Vikings, but
it was good while it lasted.
You can see Makuna trying to fire up everybody.
Yeah. Number 65, Christine, on to attempt the extra point. The LCC crowd is really fired up. You can hear him from here, Brandon.
You really can, and it appears that Fada was giving him some love over there.
Dean on to attempt the extra point. Ooh.
Hits the upright.
I don't think it's good. Nope,
and
no
he
good.
Missed. Bounced out. A lot of pressure from the Hazlitt defense. There's a flag down. A lot of pressure there from the
That's on the
Hazlitt
Cougars.
Defense.
Oh.
We're going to see what the call here is.
Hazlitt had some penalties at the beginning of the game last week, and it is against LCC, excuse me. Called off, declined by the Vikings. Getting back to my prior point, the Vikings have had some penalties in the first couple minutes of the first quarter in every game. Something they're trying to rid themselves of, trying to work out the kinks, Try not to repeat that this game.
Obviously, everybody's looking to improve on their penalties, and the Vikings haven't done too bad, but they can always get better.
Yep. LCC getting ready to kick off here. Just running out on the field. Back is number 2, A.J. Rehar, and number 27, Curtis Shibley.
You can see his Cougars hoping to get a fumble or something on this. Try to take all the win on the Vikings.
And it's kicked off. It's a short, low kick. Bounced off a Viking.
Rehar looking for some blocks.
Picked up by Rehar, and Rehar's through the line, and he's going to be down around the 38. Pretty good field positioning starting out for these Vikings today. Let's see if they can retaliate to the kick return by Fada.
Ball spotted at the 41-yard line. They're definitely looking for a big play here. They need to get the fans fired up.
Very discouraging in a couple minutes. The shutout gone, and no one likes a kick return for a touchdown.
Not even a couple minutes, about
Turner in the shotgun.
seconds.
Handed off to Rehar, and it'll be whistled
Flags
dead.
down, probably a false start. See what the call is here.
And it is a false start penalty against the Vikings.
Not the way you want to start off your first drive, especially after a big return like that.
No, it's not, Brandon. No, it's not.
So the Vikings will start again from the 36-yard line, 1st and 15. Really looking to make something happen.
Turner in the shotgun once again. And I believe, nope, he takes it for himself. Fumble and recovered by the Vikings.
Recovered by number 74, Chad Stripling, the center.
Whew, that was close for the Vikings.
Good hustle there by the center to keep his eyes open and make sure he recovered the fumble.
He's definitely doing his job out there. Appears the Vikings are a little shaken up after the kick return, and probably even more so after that.
They're
That
just glad to
fumble
get the
right
ball
there.
back. That could have been really, really bad for them.
2nd and 7 on the 44 for the Vikings. Turner once again in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Handed off to Rehar. Rehar going nowhere.
Got a couple yards on the play. That was about it.
About to the 46, 47-yard line. It'll be 3rd down here for the Vikings.
Big 3rd down here. 4 yards to go. There's the tee.
Turner down. Hands off.
Shively trying to make something happen. Can't make anything happen. It'll be 4th down and 2 for the Vikings. Not an impressive start to this game.
Yep. They almost fumble and they go 3 and out. Not the start the Vikings wanted for this game. But the Cougars came out strong, and let's see how the Vikings retaliate to their impressive onslaught so far.
Looks like they're going for it on 4th down.
Turner in the shotgun.
4 wide.
And Turner punts it.
I lied. They're punting it.
And downed out of bounds around the 16-yard line.
By number 3, Brett Reed.
Excuse me, 19-yard line. Rob Port trying to fire up his team here.
You can see Turner on the field trying to get these guys pumped up.
1st and 10 for the Cougars on their own 16.
Defense calling for some noise here. Fade in motion.
Freund will take it for himself up the middle. Getting a couple yards.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by number 20, Ben Rizzo.
And the Vikings are definitely back in it. The momentum going for the Vikings.
Ben Rizzo, the sophomore, stepping up in a big way there.
Number 15, Jordan Bennett, pretty excited out there, trying to fire up his team, keep that adrenaline flowing, and the momentum is certainly back in Hazlitt's court.
There's still 9 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first quarter. There's plenty of time to make stuff happen. So
plenty more left in this game, plenty more in the first quarter.
You're going to be starting from their 20s, from the Lance Catholic Central 26-yard line.
Turn it down. Hand it off to Rehar. Rehar up the middle. Rehar is gone, ladies and gentlemen. 26-yard rushing touchdown for A.J. Rehar. That will be 4 on the season. And chalked up some more yards on that play, bringing him to around 200 yards on the season.
Great looking play there, Alex.
Very good looking, Brandon. Tie game. Kicker Colin Yerby in, hoping to get another extra point. So far, he's done a great job this season.
And break the tie.
It's up, and it's good for the Vikings.
We got a replay coming up here of the last touchdown.
We're going to take a look at A.J. Rehar's run here.
You can see good ball fake there. And
Great
Rehar
blocking.
finds a hole right up the middle.
Big hole. Juke right there. Number 10. Freund can't catch him, and he's just gone.
Rehar very quick.
Too fast. Too good of blocking on that play right there.
Excellent blocking. There's a huge, you could drive a truck through that hole.
So the Vikings are going to come out and kick this one off. Back once again are Feda and Holly. Feda looking to repeat that touchdown off his last return.
The Vikings finally back in a comfortable spot on top and back in control of this game. Obviously still very close, only by a point. But that does show that the Vikings have a lot of heart, and that they, even if they're down, they will play hard until they get that lead back, and they'll keep building the lead.
The Vikings have never been one to give up. They're constantly persisting, and a lot of the time persevering because of their hard work.
1998 was a great example there. The game against Romulus, 2 overtimes. And that season they went to the Silverdome, so.
Eventually sending them onto the Silverdome. Yerby to kick.
Fans back into this game.
Probably trying to kick away from Feda this time. And it will be. Holly will pick it up or let it go out around the 3-yard line. And there's a flag.
Flag down. Can't kick it out of bounds. It'll be. This drive will start on the 35-yard line.
It was a good kick by Yerby, just didn't have quite enough on it for the touchback. Quarterback Freund in the shotgun.
3 wideouts.
And a handoff to number 1, and he's not going anywhere. The Viking defense right there to take him down.
Beautiful play. Makuna missed on the blitz there.
Holly taken down a little bit behind the line, I do believe.
Yeah, Makuna on the blitz slowed him down. The line just caved in on him.
Couple yards behind the line. It'll be 2nd 12 for the Cougars. 9 minutes left in this first quarter. Vikings calling for some noise here. Feda against number 2, Rehar. That'll be an interesting matchup for this game.
Rehar, one of the most athletic players on the team.
And he throws to Feda. Not getting much. Rehar's all over him.
Gain of about, 1 yard from the original line of scrimmage.
I don't know if he held on to that ball.
Well, they called him down with a reception. So.
Yep. 3rd and 9.
That'll be one reception for Feda in the stat book there.
Vikings looking for a stop here.
3rd down and 9 for the Cougars. Probably going to the air to this one. I wouldn't put it past them because that's what they do about every
And blitz and to Feda. Feda going to see if he can work some more magic, but he can't. Stopped by combo number 23, Chris Stewart, and number 57, Dallas Bird on that play. Great job by the Hazard defense to wrap up Feda and bring a 4th down for these Cougars.
The Vikings very good. Actually very excellent on defense. Getting the ball very quickly. That's what they stress in practice.
And I know they've been working this week to stop quarterback Matthew Freund, and also Feta. That's been their primary focus this week. Punted by number 65, Christine. And it'll go out of bounds around the 35.
This travel started the 36-yard line for the Haslam Vikings.
Vikings, 1st and 10 on the 36. Looking to repeat that last drive there. Hand it off again to Rehar. Rehar up the middle and down around the 45. That'll be close to a first down for the Vikings. 2nd one for the Vikings.
Rehar with a nice 9-yard carry there. Looking pretty good tonight. Sticking with Fade on defense, running the ball on offense. He's doing what he's supposed to.
T formation, and I believe the ball handed off once again to Rehar, and he'll get the first down and more on that one.
It's a nice blocking upfield there by number 15, Jordan Bennett.
I believe that was a 10-yard gain by Rehar. Nate Turner down, set. And I think the LCC defense jumped early, but I don't see a call so far. I think they're going to let that one go. But it will be a couple yards for running back Curtis Shibley. Excuse me, that's Luke Bowman.
Defense got back in time not to get an offsides call, so they're hoping not to jump the gun again, because maybe next time they get called for it. So
once again in the T formation, 2nd, 6 for the Vikings. Handed off once again to number 27, Curtis Shibley.
Kurt running hard every time he gets the ball. Wants to show what he's made of.
It'll be 3rd and short for the Vikings here. Looking to pound it through for another first down. Hear the cowbell in the background.
That'll be an LCC cowbell.
A foreign cowbell for the Haslam Vikings student section.
I'm afraid so.
Hand it off. Oh no, back to Turner, to Bennett. Caught by Bennett. Good block.
Great block there by
He's
Makuna.
through, and he's down on the 18-yard line. First down, Vikings, and more.
Great play there by the Vikings. Great pass there. Great play fake. Really a great play all around.
Another great catch by Jordan Bennett. He had a touchdown last week against Eastern and just did a great job blocking and just did a great job all around last week.
Haslam marching down the field with ease here again.
Handed off to Rehar, and he's brought down I believe the 16, just a yard or two for Rehar.
By Mike Rambat.
Brings up 2nd and 9 for the Lansing Catholic 16-yard line.
Two teams in their huddles. Vikings in the red zone looking for a touchdown here. And Turner rolls out Oh, no.
Shively
right up the middle.
Beautiful play right there. Beautiful.
Right up the middle for a touchdown. 16-yard touchdown run by Curtis Shively there.
Great play. Took it right up the middle, cut it back. He was gone.
13-6 right now. You're beyond for the extra point, trying to make it 2 for 2.
Shively very powerful but very quick at the same time.
He is.
He's the perfect kind of fullback you're looking for.
It's up, and it's good. Another successful extra point attempt by Colin Yerby. We're going to take another look at this one, the confusing play by Nate Turner.
You can see great ball fakes there.
Yeah.
You see Shively had a big hole right there. Makuna with a ball fake. Just cut back, faked out the camera guy.
Flick.
And he's gone. They could barely lay a finger on him once you turn on the jets. You can't catch him.
Such a good ball fake. It tricked out our cameramen, our commentators, even the defenders on the field.
That's the whole point
the
of
fans in the stand. It was just a great fake.
Vikings working the tee very well with their dark jerseys. Be able to hide the ball a lot better that way. And
they'd had to have been practicing that a lot in the offseason. They've done a great job in the first 2 games and even in this one today.
They've been practicing that since they were about, I want to say 8. Ever
Sounds
since
good
about
to me.
3rd grade for a lot of these guys, they've been practicing the wing tee.
3 minutes and just under 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Vikings 14, the Cougars 6. Colin Yerby once again to kick off for the Vikings. Back is number 81, Feda, and number 1, Holly. Looking for a better return this time and not a penalty. Squib kick caught by number 45. That's Nick Rambit. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars.
It's about the 39-yard line. So has us up 14-6 here.
They definitely turned on the turbo boosters after Feda returned that kick on the kickoff on the opening play of the game. Great response.
They know what they need to get done, and they'll get it done by any means necessary.
Rob Port looking more comfortable coaching now. Now the Vikings have a little bit of lead. Doesn't want his team to get too confident. Quarterback Freund in the shotgun. He'll take it back. Viking defense hits him. Oh, and almost intercepted. Almost intercepted by number 65, Nick Benton. Great eyes on that play to break up the ball. Incomplete. 2nd and down and 10.
Hit him
once
right in
again.
the fingertips. Almost got it. He would have been one happy guy.
Yep. Those are always the plays, Brandon. That you're happy to break up the ball, but just wish you could have held on to get the interception.
That's right.
Freund feeling the heat from the Viking defense and the Viking secondary on that one.
Taken down by like about 3 guys there.
High snap, fake handoff, handed off to number 33,
Big
Max Gover,
hit.
and taken down way behind the line.
Big hit by number 70, Tyler Joseph.
Makuna stuck him real good on that play.
Big joint effort there by the linemen and linebackers. Makuna pretty fired up about that one. Hoping he makes something like that happen again. Great pressure by the defense.
Looking to repeat that on this play. 3rd and 16 on the Cougars 33. Quarterback Matthew Freund not wanting another one of those.
Cougars O-line really need to step up if they want to keep that from happening again.
Yeah. Good snap this time. Pressure put on and pass to Feda. Feda trying to work some more magic. And he's almost taken down, but eventually taken down by number 57, Dallas Bird. A great joint effort by the Hazard defense. And they're fired up out there. It'll be 4th down. Going to be punted away by the Cougars, I do believe. I believe it would be a little insane to go for it this early in the game.
And the officials are calling a meeting with both teams, team captains. We got a replay coming up here, that great defensive play. Saw Fade come back around and get the ball, but the blocking just wasn't there.
Almost wrapped up there by Brett Reed.
And Dallas just comes around again and
Then
got some help from
Turner and Luke Bowman to finally take him down. Great play by the Viking defense on that one.
And as we resume play, it's 4th down and 18 for the Cougars from their own 31-yard line.
Clock ticking down just past 2 minutes now. Christine to punt it away again. Number 7, Nate Turner, back to receive. But it's going to go out of bounds, I believe, on the 39-yard line.
Somewhere right around there.
Pretty solid punt.
So the Vikings will take over on offense from their own, appears to be about 39-yard line. Hoping they can capitalize on this one too, make that, I believe, 3 drives in a row where they would have scored.
Turner setting up the offense on the 39. 3 men behind him. Get a couple yards on that one.
Number 6, Makuna on the carry, I believe.
Makuna getting a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 6 yards to go for the Vikings. Turner jogging in the huddle. Pretty much so far we've just seen the run. Maybe they'll go to the air here, but it's looking like another run, but you never know.
They're probably waiting for the Cougars to stack the box here. They'll go to the air.
Yeah. Turner keeps it. Turner runs.
Trying to make some
and
magic happen.
defense. And Turner getting some room and dragged out of bounds around the 32. What a great run by Nate Turner.
Wow.
21-yard run.
Did you see how quick he was when he got around the corner there? Oh, there's a flag down on the play, so this might not even count, but you could see how quick he was when he got around that corner.
Yeah, and defensive back Nathaniel Morton trying to come around Turner to get him. It's going to be holding on the Vikings. Turner's not too happy about this one.
Coach O's not too happy about that one. Coach P's not too happy about that one. I don't know if anybody's happy about that one except for LCC.
And their fans over in the stands over there.
That's right, but they got fans this time.
There was a 20-yard run by Turner, but called back due to holding. There's another penalty against the Vikings, but not too many so far in the first quarter of the game.
As they're really trying to minimize those kind of penalties.
Yeah. So discouraging when you break through the defense, make some good moves, get a big gain, and it's called back on a holding call. There's nothing more discouraging to a running back or a quarterback. So Turner in the shotgun. He's going to throw.
Over the
and
middle.
I believe
Intended for number 15, Jordan Bennett.
LCC crowd trying to say that's an interception. Refs sorting it out. I think he hit the ground. Hopefully for the Hazlitt fans and the Viking football team, that will have hit the ground before.
And that would be the call that the officials make. So it'll be 3rd down and 15.
Once again, on the 34-yard line. Hazlitt calling a timeout here. Talk things out. Maybe going for the end zone. Look for a big play.
Why not? It would be exciting.
Take a shot at the end zone. With the first quarter coming to a close. 48 seconds left in the first quarter.
So far this quarter, it's been a lot more even on both sides than it has been. Sort of a slap in the face to the Vikings a little bit there. As, there's actually a team that put points on the board, but they showed they had heart and they weren't going to give up just because they scored a touchdown.
Yeah, the Cougars really have been trying to match Hazlitt on every stride. Vikings let up the first touchdown of the game on a the first play on a kick return. Then they're coming back with 2 rushing touchdowns, one by Rahar and one by Shibley.
LCC definitely has some very, very good athletes on their team. Number 56, Rambate, almost with an interception on the last play, has a couple tackles already tonight. It's been exciting. But the Vikings are definitely hoping to pull away with this victory, and obviously LCC is too.
Both teams not looking to pull away, trying to win by a huge margin, but we'll see how it goes.
LCC fans trying to get the crowd pumped up. They're pumped up.
Turner set, his back set. Handed off to Rahar, and a stiff arm to the face. Rahar has room.
Coming around the corner.
He's trying to be stopped, but I don't think they will stop him. Touchdown, A.J. Rahar on an amazing, amazing run. That was an astounding 66-yard run by A.J. Rahar. And the Viking student section and the Viking crowd is fired up on that one.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. Wow. I am speechless. Wow. Rahar, the kid's got wheels.
Yerby on for the extra point. It's up and it's good. Yerby with his 3rd extra point.
And some good news, we get a replay of that last play. Maybe this time I can think of something to say about it.
It was a beauty. And there you see Turner.
Line getting off the ball very nicely.
Ball fake.
Rainbow pulling on the play, getting a big hit.
There you see number 37, Brian Japinga trying to stop Rahar, but there's the stiff arm. Pushed him right down.
And there's nobody. There is nobody. He's in the clear now, and he's just going to run up the sideline. You see guys from behind him trying to catch him.
Trying to catch him there, number 56, Rambit. And then number 40 trying to get him around the 20-yard line.
All I can say is good luck to this guy, because when you see smoke coming out of his heels, you aren't going to catch him. Nice effort.
Rahar not only very agile, very quick, but also very strong, as you see, just pushing down the lineman on that play.
A lot of heart in that kid. And you really got to give credit to the defense, at least, for trying to tackle him.
Yeah. We have a very modest and humble commentator to the right of me. Number 11, Yerby to kick off for the Vikings.
I call it as I see it.
Very defensive, too. 35 seconds left in this first quarter. Vikings 21, Cougars 6.
Fade is back, hoping Yerby might pull one over in his direction. They learned their lesson 16 seconds into the game. You don't kick it to Fada.
Fada, if he gets the ball, trying to repeat his past success. It'll be a short kick on the ground to number 45. And he's taken down. Not much room for number 45, Nick Rambit there.
Taken down by number 17, Josh Bosma. Big stick there. Got to be feeling good about that one.
He just rammed him right in there with the shoulder. Good play by Bosma. First down and 33 for the Cougars. First down and 10 on the 33 for the Cougars, excuse me. Three-four formation on the Viking defense. Number 10, Freund trying to take it, getting a couple.
About 4 yards on the carry.
Beyond the 36, I do believe.
10 seconds left in the first quarter.
First quarter running out here.
Appears LCC is going to let the clock run out, I believe.
Yep.
And that'll be the end of the first quarter. The Hazle Vikings up 21-6 on the Lansing Catholic Central Cougars. So far, been a pretty exciting half. Big plays from both teams. Definitely a much better matchup than the last two we've seen here.
For Hazlitt, anyway. LCC trying not to repeat the past two games where they lost 56-34 against Alma last week, and the first week they played Jackson Northwest and fell to them 48-39. Freund is a pretty similar quarterback to Nate Turner. He's more focused on his passing game, but still pretty quick and agile.
Freund definitely has a cannon and can launch it downfield if he has to. Very athletic. We saw a play a few minutes ago, running back about 15 yards with two Hazle defenders on him, tosses the ball up, and pretty much out of nowhere, Fada comes by, grabs the ball. Didn't gain anything on the play, but just shows how athletic Freund is.
That's what we call making something out of nothing. So we're going to be second 6 as the second quarter starts. Fake handoff by Freund and try to take him down by Dallas Bird, and he's taken down short of the first down.
Group effort there by Bird, Rehar,
and I believe Bennett on the play. Third down and 2 with the second quarter just underway.
LCC's got the ball on their own 41-yard line.
Freund in the shotgun. And there's the Hazlitt student section cowbell. Freund going to take it for himself.
Ooh, big
It'll be close.
stick.
Big hit. Be close to see if he got the first down.
Big hit by Dallas Bird there.
I think he did get the first down, though. Yep, first
Frank
down.
Fada hobbling off the field under his own power. We'll see if he comes back later in the game. LCC definitely needs him. He's in a lot of pain.
Wouldn't want to lose such a big asset like Fada, especially this early in the game and this early in the season, Brandon.
It could definitely be the end of the game for LCC if he's out for the rest of it.
Freund once again in the shotgun. Looking for a receiver. Oh, and intercepted! Intercepted by number 20, Ben Rizzo.
Referee's calling it incomplete. Ben Rizzo, great effort on the play.
If only the refs would consult a review booth, because I believe that number 20, Ben Rizzo, intercepted that play.
If you want my opinion on the replay in high school, no way.
Yeah.
I can see it at the collegiate level, but not in high school.
Definitely not. But it would have been nice for the Vikings.
I'm sure it would have. But you just got to trust these MHSA refs.
Yep.
They passed the test. They're qualified.
Freund in the shotgun. Rehard not matched against Fade on this one. And
nothing on
LCC
that play. Defense was all over that.
LCC back trying to get some yards on that one, but Viking defense will have nothing of it.
We get a replay here that last what looked like an interception. This isn't going to change anything, but we can try to see what might have happened.
Bird almost sacking the quarterback and tipped off the fingers by Rehart, and then there's Rizzo for
you can see hit the ground.
Hit the ground. Good call by the refs.
Just like me, they call it as they see it.
That's why they're down here and we're up here, Brandon.
Exactly.
Rehart matched up against Sergemaki and Fada on the opposite end. And blitz by the Vikings. Jordan Bennett trying to takes him down. Jordan Bennett takes down Freund, and that'll be a fourth down for the Cougars.
That'll be fourth down at about a mile for the Cougars.
Bennett just too fast on that one. Freund not expecting it.
Not much life out of anybody over there on the sideline or in the stands on the LCC side. We got a replay coming up here at the sack. You see Bennett getting around the tight end there.
Freund.
And Raccoon backing him up.
Freund trying to evade him.
Dallas Bird coming in. All these guys, they seem to be in every defensive play. Good hustle. And Bennett takes him down single-handedly.
Bennett just swoops in there
Gets
for the
the
sack.
Gets the sack in the stat book. He's happy. We're happy. Coach O's not happy about something.
Coach O's not really happy unless it's perfection. He's a perfectionist.
But that's what makes his team so great. You can't complain about Coach O when we've been in the playoffs pretty much every single year he's been here. So
That's true. And also this year, even so far, 42-0 victory, and last week a 57-0 victory. And the way this game's going, it's going to be a pretty
it's going to be
one-sided game. But we'll see if the Cougars are going to stick in this one. Vikings pulling away a little bit here with 9 minutes and 28 seconds left in the second quarter.
See Coach Peeler making sure he knows what his players are doing here.
Turner back to receive this punt. Turner's quick. He can return this punt for a touchdown if he gets a good block.
If he gets some blocks, he can be right on his way.
He can make it without some blocks, too.
This is true.
There he goes.
Rayhar.
He has room around the
nice
side.
little
Let's see if
block
he
there.
can break this one.
Good hit there by Cody Stripling.
Getting a little bit. Turner dragged down around the 44-yard line. He definitely had a great return on that play.
Several yards at least on that carry. Pardon me, return. So the Vikings back on offense from the Cougar 44-yard line, looking to capitalize on this.
Trying to stop the Vikings. Knocking on the door once again. Just inside the Cougar zone. Turner hands it off to 27, Shibley. Shibley getting a couple.
Stretching for an extra yard. We'll see where they spot it. Decent gain on the play.
Very decent gain.
Should be about second down and 5 yards or so. So 2nd and 5 from the Cougar 39-yard line. Has them moving the ball pretty well. Haven't seen too much through the air, though. But when you're running it like they are right now, you don't need to.
Shibley with about 25 yards so far in this game, including that touchdown earlier. And it'll be handed off to number 6, Makuna. Makuna breaks one tackle and is brought down past the first down marker. And it'll be first down Vikings. Great gain by Makuna.
Makuna running hard every play. You saw it there. He ran over one guy, and it took 2 guys to bring him down.
Makuna's a very, 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 very strong individual.
He really is. I gotta admit, when I see him in the hallway, I'm rather intimidated.
Pretty much everyone on this has a Viking football team is very intimidating. Turner rolls out. Pitch to number 2, Rayhar. Rayhar's room. And he got past the first down marker. It'll be another first down for the Vikings. Another big carry for Rayhar.
And we mentioned the ball fakes earlier in the game. I seriously was watching Makuna for 3/4 of that play because I thought he had the ball.
That was a 13-yard run by Rayhar. Getting some impressive yardage so far in the first half.
Has it inside the 20.
Hand it off to someone. Oh, 27, Curtis Shibley, and he'll score. 17-yard touchdown run again by Curtis Shibley compared to his 16-yard touchdown run prior to that run.
Shibley with 2 touchdowns this game already. Really showing him up.
Yerby looking for his 4th extra point of the day. Turner to hold. Kicked by Yerby, it's up and it's in. 28-6. The Vikings are pulling away from this Cougar team.
We got a replay coming up here with Shibley's run. Obviously excellent ball fakes here too.
Handed off, another ball fake to Makuna. Shibley just chilling there. Ducking under, kind of hiding like Barry Sanders used to do back in the day. Not really anyone by his side. He has an easy run into the end zone. 17-yard touchdown run.
He made that look way too easy. But you saw him, keeping that ball hidden until he got out in the open, and he busted it up and got a touchdown.
Great job by Shibley on that last play.
Very impressive. Very, very good execution all night so far by this offense.
Howley and Feta back to receive the kick. Seems after the Vikings had to work out a couple problems there, they got right back on the ball into their form we've seen in the past couple weeks. They're in ship shape here.
Running up the score as usual.
And Yerby set up to kick.
Everybody getting ready for this. Students going crazy.
And the kick by Yerby is up.
That's a pop-up.
And it'll be short, but it'll be caught by Feta.
Feta making it look something happen. Taken down.
But not much for Feta. And there's a fumble on the play. Magnuson thinking it's for the Vikings recovered. A recovery by the Vikings, but
it is, however, a Cougar first down. From their own 29-yard line. Cougars looking to score here before the half. Hopefully run the clock down at least so these Vikings don't have another chance to strike.
Vikings definitely hitting hard out there on defense.
They're pumped up. They want the ball back so they can score again.
Bennett. Oh. I believe that's recovered by the Vikings. Yup, recovered by the Vikings. Bennett was on it. Tried to go for the option. Fumbled up by one of the LCC backs, but recovered by the Vikings around the 20-yard line. Not too much to go for the Vikings for another score.
Ben Rizzo with a fumble recovery there. Almost had an interception earlier. He's having a great game so far.
So
we got a replay here of this last play.
And there you go. You see Bennett on
putting pressure on him. And
throwing and drop by number 24, Heilman. And then you see it just come out of his hands, and Rizzo gets it back off screen. Third time's the charm for the Vikings on recoveries and interceptions there. Turner rolls out, throws it to a wide open Brett Reed.
And he's in for the touchdown. That's Turner's second touchdown pass of the season.
20-yard touchdown run to Brett Reed.
Hasn't not even having the ball for a minute there, already scored.
On the first play of that drive.
Great play there by the Vikings.
All they need is a couple seconds to get a score in. Yerby on for his 5th extra point attempt. I don't think he'll have too much problem if the line holds up. And it's up and it's good once again. 5 extra points for Colin Yerby today.
As a side note, last week they had a second string kicker in, and he managed to hit the cherry picker. So I'm hoping to see that again tonight because I was very excited when I saw that.
Yeah, Micah Magnuson hitting the cherry picker last week.
It was exciting. I don't think I've ever seen it happen before, so I'm hoping maybe Yerby can do it.
It's the simple things in life that count, ladies and gentlemen. 7 minutes, 36 seconds left of the second quarter.
Haslam maybe looking for a running clock here in the second half.
The coach is talking it up there. Yerby trying to get a word in.
Coaches don't look too disappointed in the last drive.
Coaches don't look too disappointed in the last couple drives. Vikings almost flawless after 2 mishaps in the first couple minutes of the game, being the 3-and-out after the kick return by Feta. But not much happening on the LCC side after that one.
Number 1, Holly. Number 81, Frank Feta, deep to receive for Lansing.
Holly and Feta back once again to get this return. Yerby will probably try to kick it short. Kick it away from Feta. Yerby set up for the kick.
The fans jumping up and down, getting crazy. The drum
band.
line with a drum roll.
Kicked off by Yerby. It's a little short squib kick. And fumbled. Oh, and recovered by number 18. Maybe it was 15. But anyway, it's picked up by an LCC player, dropped, and returned once again. Getting a couple after that drop there.
Cody Stripling with the initial contact. Look at a pretty big hit. He'd be rocking my socks, I'm sure, if I got a hit like that.
Yeah. Luckily, they don't get their second turnover of the night. Only the one fumble recovery by Ben Rizzo. Seems Hazard's doing a great job on defense, forcing those, hurrying up Freund, doing great coverage on their wide receivers, hitting the backs hard. Bennett in, trying to get another sack, and fumbled.
Picked up by Feta, not getting anything on the play. Hazlitt definitely making this offense, to say the least, very uncomfortable, throwing their timing way off.
This Hazlitt defense trying to instill a sense of fear into this LCC offense. But there is a flag on the play.
LCC really dependent on the options and going to the air for their yards, but when they can't get anything going, they can't score any points.
And the call is face masking.
On the Vikings, LCC will definitely take anything they can get.
29-point lead for the Vikings. Almost 7 minutes left in the second quarter.
And LCC almost back to the original line of scrimmage.
Freund in the shotgun. Trying to, oh no, it's number 14, Matt Stout coming in. And a big pass, but a big hit by Nate Turner. That's some athleticism there. Taking down number 80, Matt Feck. Almost a big gain for the LCC Cougars, but Turner would have nothing to do with it. Big hit by Turner. Turner's a great athlete. He's a smaller guy in size, but
he plays with a lot of heart and a lot of intensity. You can't really ask for much more than that.
Yep. Turner may be a little bit littler guy, smaller in stature, but he hit him definitely like a lot bigger than Feck on that one.
Hit him harder than I probably could have, so.
Fett is 225, and Turner.
Another fumble on the play there. Let's see where this comes up. They're going to give it to the Vikings.
Vikings with another fumble recovery.
They're going to take over at about the 30-yard line, I believe, of Lansing Catholic Central. And the Viking defense throwing off the Cougar timing by a lot. They can't even get clean handoffs. Backs are fumbling it. And they look really shaken up.
They say defense wins championships, and so far there's 2 turnovers for the Cougars, something they definitely don't want, but something this Hazlitt defense has been working so hard to do. And we're going to take another look at that fumble recovery.
And to see how he doesn't have much time to get the ball off, and the running back looking ahead of him doesn't even get the ball nice and secure.
Slips right through his hands, and it lobbed up, but number 4, Luke Roberts, can't come down with that. But there's a flag on the play, and I believe that'll be defensive pass interference.
If it's that far downfield, I can only think that's what it would be. Or it could be offensive, depending on how open the receiver really was.
I don't think it was on that play, but
I didn't see any pushing off.
Official call coming up here. Refs talking over right now.
Got a pass interference on the defense. The Vikings will definitely take that. I believe that'll be an automatic first down.
I don't believe it will, Brandon. I'm certain of it.
Oh, but you are so wrong, my friend. As I said, first down.
Turner in the shotgun, looking for the end zone again on the 15-yard line. Rolling out, looking for the end zone on this run, and he gets some room and getting a couple yards before he's brought down.
Taken out by a boatload of Cougars. See him try to slip that back up inside. There wasn't really anywhere to go. Got several yards on the play. We got Cody Stripling all fired up about something.
It'll be a 2nd down and 2, an 8-yard gain on Turner on that last play. By Turner on that last run there.
As they'll come back out in the spread. Wouldn't be surprised to see a draw here or something.
Bennett and McCormick to the left. Roberts and Reed to the right. Going for Reed, and that's down on the 1. 6-yard pass by Turner to Reed.
That was a great play there. So the Vikings got 4 downs to get in the end zone here from the 1-yard line. I believe this is going to be some good-looking power football. It's my favorite kind.
Rehar may be looking for his 3rd touchdown in this game. Be handed off, and it'll be in.
Number 6, Mike McCuna.
McCuna
Into the end zone, right up the middle. Was not even touched.
1-yard touchdown run by Mike McCuna. Getting some great runs earlier in the game, finally getting a score.
McCuna definitely deserves that one. He's a hard-working player.
41-6 Vikings. They have certainly pulled away from the Cougars here. Doing a great job on offense, even better job on defense, getting 2 fumble recoveries, about a pair of interceptions they almost got, and the kick is up by Yerby, and it's good.
Yerby missing the cherry picker, however.
Doing a great job, offense, defense, special teams all working together.
We got a replay here of this last touchdown by Mike McCuna.
The LCC defense
You
don't
see
know
everybody
who to,
opening up a hole there for McCuna. Barely got touched.
The LCC defense doesn't know who to scout for. Too many great assets on this rushing unit. Yerby to kick off again. 5 minutes, 41 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Cougars looking to finally get another score. They've been scoreless since about 15 seconds into the 1st quarter, if you're just joining us.
Cougars got only points from their stud receiver, Frank Feda, who's actually been quiet except for his amazing kick return in the very first play of the game. Other than that, has been completely shut down. Just a few yards tonight with receptions, and the Vikings defense stepping up in some major ways, proving that they have a secondary they can use and use very effectively. Almost coming away with an interception, a few fumble recoveries. The offense executing as they always have.
Doing it by the book here.
A well-oiled machine is this Vikings team.
They are. Yerby gonna kick it off. Maybe he'll kick it to Feda. Want to shut down any hopes this Cougar team has left.
So far, no touchbacks.
Another squib kick. And it's to number 33, Max Gover. But Gover doesn't get very much.
Yeah, Gover with just a few yards there, adding to the Well, I guess it would be sort of an impressive total with the 90-yard return he had earlier.
Yeah.
Actually, it's probably more than that.
If you include the end zone. Zach Wikolski on that stop on the return. It'll be first down and 10 for the Cougars on the 33-yard line. Looking to fire up this offense. But they're looking pretty discouraged right now. And 57, Ted Baker in, and Reed looking for the interception, but can't get there in time. Matt Stout just too pressured by the Viking defense, throwing it away there.
Viking defense is tenacious.
They are tenacious. Hard hitting, really visceral defense. Going for the throat on those hits. Not literally, but hitting the defense where it hurts. Stout in the shotgun. Going back, Bennett in for the rush again, and almost, ooh.
Overthrown to Frank Feta. A lot of pressure on the quarterback there. Could have been a sack if there weren't a back in there blocking for the quarterback.
Viking secondary trying to pick that one off. They can jump high, but not that high. So it'll be third down and 10 on the 33. The Cougars looking for a first down here at least. 4 wide receivers. And it's back. You see pressure again, and it's going long. Picked off by number 35, Luke Bowman.
Luke Bowman playing it just like a receiver, looking over his shoulder, gracefully catching the ball right in his breadbasket.
Stout just too much pressure, throws it away. Interception by Bowman. That's the third turnover on the day for the Cougars.
Bowman and Coach Port celebrating, very happy, very exciting play.
Bowman just too fast. The Cougar receivers can't get to that ball in time. We're going to get a replay of the interception here. There you see Stout.
Under a lot of pressure already.
See Bennett,
you see Makuna coming up right there.
And there's Ted Baker.
And you just see this one coming up, overthrowing his receiver.
There's Bowman for the catch.
Intended receiver.
Oh, and fumbled. Oh, I believe that's recovered by LCC. Yep.
This one's going to the Cougars. Cougars getting a chance to redeem themselves here before the half.
So Vikings, their first turnover on the season there. Shibley didn't get that one quite where he wanted it. But it's okay. The Vikings are well ahead with a 42-6 lead here. Mental math serves me right. That's a 36-point lead. 34?
36.
36. I need to take more math classes, ladies and gentlemen.
You really should.
Stout back, going right through the center. Brought down by number 65, Nick Benton.
Offense putting some pressure on the defense here. Defense needs to step up, get a stop. That way LCC can just keep 6 points up on the board.
Stout with 5 yards on that that run right up the middle.
LCC already on the Hazlet 30-yard line. I don't believe they've been that far in the Hazlet territory all game.
I don't believe they have either, Brandon. But the Hazlet defense doesn't want to let them into the red zone. Don't want them in there more any closer. Want to knock them back so they can't even get a field goal in. Stout handing off to number 81, Feta. Feta looking for some room. Viking defense looking to stop him. Feda's all over the place. There'll be a first down for the Cougars. Feta just running around pretty much everywhere on the field.
Feta with some fancy footwork there. One of those more tricky plays that LCC likes to run. And
just running around looking for any hole he can find, and he finds one, and he gets a first down.
Vikings really looking to stop the Cougars here, making sure they don't get some more points up on the board before the half.
They're on the 24 with about 4 minutes left in the first half. Viking defense looking to stop the attacking offense here. Feda catches it, getting some yards, but a powerful hit by the Viking defense.
It's like Dallas Bird and
Nick Benton. Benton having a couple hits earlier. Couple tip balls, doing a great job there.
Nice little crowd of Vikings taking out Feda there. Feda getting some more touches. Looking to get some more yards on the stat sheet there.
Feda not too much. Not hurting the Vikings too much, but the Vikings want to wear him down so he won't get even those couple yards that they need for the first down in the second half. Stout. No, once again, we have Freund in the quarterback in the shotgun. High snap. Pressure again, and he's hit hard. And touchdown. But a touchdown anyways. Big hit on Freund. But the LCC receivers come down with that one.
Cody Stripling with a sternum-crushing blow to Freund there. Freund looking really shaken up, but gets the pass off. Great touchdown play by the Cougars.
42-12. Christine will be on for the extra point attempt.
Not a lot happening on the Vikings sideline right now. Very disappointing.
Dean trying to put this one in. Too much pressure on his first attempt in the first quarter, and it nicked off on the pole, and no good. But this one will be good. Extra point attempt good. 13-42. Vikings still in the lead.
And here's a replay of that. See if we can get Cody Stripling in here. Number 72. Just boom. You can see Freund basically bent in half. That's not going to feel too good. But a great catch there
by Brandon Bernath. No, excuse me, Jason Garman.
Very impressive how Freund got that ball. Like I said, he's very athletic.
The sophomore coming down with the touchdown there. 24-yard touchdown pass on that one by Freund. We see Nate Turner talking up with Coach Port. Coach Otluski offering a little bit of support too.
Coach Bubolt's making sure return team knows what they got to do. Obviously get some blocks, make something big happen. That's what they're really hoping to do.
Rehar and Shibley will be back for this kickoff. Dean.
Seeing some action here finally again. Hasn't seen too much all game except for punting.
Stretching those legs, and here will be the kickoff. Oh, strong kick by Dean.
Beautiful kick.
And that'll be touching it.
That'll be out of the back of the end zone.
Touchback, great kick by Dean.
Very impressive, very impressive. Give the kid a chance, he can make something cool happen like a touchback.
It's very true.
But
saving his strength for that kick.
Most definitely. I'm sure he was sipping on some power right over on the sidelines, getting psyched up, hoping maybe something will happen. Finally something happened. He was like, yes, I can kick now.
Be first and 10 on the 20 for the Vikings. 3 minutes and 4 seconds left in the first half. Turner set. 2 backs behind him. Hand it off. Great fake.
Gibbs going to be to number 27. Shibley not picking up too much in the play. Defense sniffed that one out pretty soon. Shut it down.
It'll be 2nd and 8 on the 22. Vikings look to drain a little bit of time off this clock to get the last shot in the end zone, get some more points before the first half comes to a close. And be handed off to Makuna. Makuna gets some room, pushes right through for the first down. Great run by Makuna.
Rambat bringing down Makuna. Pretty much the only thing that stopped him from getting a touchdown there.
That's an impressive feat for Rambat to take down Makuna there, but A couple of the Cougars assisted him on that one.
It was mostly Rambet. That should give him about 3 or 4 tackles on the evening so far.
Turner going to keep it on this one. Has some room, almost stripped.
He's going to be out of bounds at about the 36 or 37 yard line.
Turner just too strong, holding on to that ball, getting a couple yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Vikings still looking for another score here.
So the Vikings running some time off the clock. 2 minutes, 13 seconds left. Clock currently stopped as Turner's taken out of bounds in the last play.
Turner hands off to Rehar. Rehar trying to get some room there. Oh, but brought down from behind.
And this Cougar defense seems to start figuring out this wing T. Haslett might be in trouble, so.
Cougar defense waking up a little bit. So far been walked all over by this Haslett running squad here. Been run over by Shibley, by Makuna, by Rehar, by Turner. Maybe they'll go for their little change in strategy there. 1:37 and ticking in the first half. 3rd and 8 for the Vikings. And Turner rolls out. Ooh, almost brought down. He has some room.
Great block there by number 68.
Oh, and a good
Rainbow,
block
the
by
left
number
guard.
17, Josh Bosma. And it's going to be close to the 1st down. Even if they're short, I believe they will go for this.
Why not? Clock is stopped at 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the first half. And I believe they're calling for a measurement. Official timeout calling for a measurement.
But that run would have been possible if it weren't for a great block by number 68, Adam Rainbolt, and a block later by number 17, Josh Bosma. Doing a great job there.
Rainbow been playing on varsity since last year, sophomore year. And he's really been bulking up over the summer. Very big kid. Definitely pound for pound. He's sweet.
Officials coming out for the measurement here. We won't be able to see much as the refs and oh, there we go.
And yeah, we got a shot of the measurement here.
Kind of a tough one, but it's a
It
shot.
appears they're going to be they're going to be short by about a yard or short. They're going to be short by about 2/3 of a yard.
They're bringing it out a little more to get a better measurement. Fourth and 1 for the Vikings. On these conversions, it seems so hard to just get that 1 yard. Well, we're going to see if the Vikings can do it here on their own 42. 1:10 left in the first half. Sense of anticipation fills the arena here at Viking Stadium.
I'm riveted to this table.
Ooh, and
Big
Makuna will
stick
be.
on Makuna. Makuna not going down easy. But he's taken down short of the first down. The Cougars will get the ball back at the 41-yard line. LCC fans very excited. Players very excited. Haslett definitely disappointed.
The bench coming to congratulate the defense as they come off the field and the offense comes on the field.
Great defensive stand there.
They'll have the ball at the 41. They still got a long way to go with
Yeah.
57 seconds left in this first half.
LCC wouldn't doubt them going to the air every single play this series.
They haven't had many opportunities, so the Viking defense hasn't had too many opportunities to see where the LCC offense is coming from. But one thing's for sure, it's probably going to number 81, Frank Feda. He's their standout receiver.
He's their stud. He's the guy that they go to make big plays.
Freund in the shotgun again, looking for another score. High snap. Pressure brought on by Bennett
Chased
again.
down by
and
Jordan Bennett.
Sacked by Bennett in
Second
midfield.
sack of the game. Big loss. Cougars they're feeling the heat right now.
10-yard loss on that play. Great hit by Jordan Bennett.
And
Freund.
timeout call by Hazlitt. They're going to talk things over, make sure they get their pass defense in there. Bennett coming up with a big play there in a big way.
Freund probably definitely having enough of Bennett in this game.
Got a replay coming up here that's sacked by Bennett. And Bennett, he's not getting blocked at all.
Ever. It seems
Pressure up the middle there by the D-line.
history seems to be repeating itself.
And Bennett with a big stick. And Freund, he's probably hurting right now. I know I would be.
Seems to be the same thing over and over when that happens. Freund will be rolling to his left. Bennett rushing in on his right. Been able to come down with a couple sacks in this game. Put some pressure on Freund. They had to bring in quarterback Matt Stout to get some points up on the board earlier.
Freund needed a breather, I'm sure. He was feeling the effects
This Viking defense.
Of the Bennett effect.
It'll be 2nd and 20 right on midfield, 50-yard line.
Right on top of the Viking head there.
Even longer way to go now. 48.1 seconds left in the first half. It'll be Freund back in the gun. Feck in motion. He's going to look for someone. Oh, and too short for Feta there. Feta trying to pull that one in, but too short. 3rd and 20. a.k.a. a long way for this Cougar offense.
That's about what it is. So 43.9 seconds left in this first half here. The Vikings on top of the Lansing Catholic Central Cougars, 42-13. 3rd down and 20 from the 50-yard line. Cougars looking to make something happen.
Freund in the shotgun, fakes the handoff. Feck there, drops the ball. Almost got back to the original line of scrimmage. Not able to hold on. And I wouldn't be able to hold on either because I'd be terrified of this defense. They're just nailing everyone with the ball in this game.
Freund and Cody Stripling not making too good of friends here as Stripling, for at least the second time tonight that I've seen, just jacks him up, as they say.
Special teams coming on. Kicker/punter Christine to punt away. Nate Turner back trying to make something happen as this first half comes to a close.
.9 seconds left to be exact.
Dean back. A little bit of pressure coming on. Turner not going to be able to get it. Bounces out of bounds.
Called him fire there, let it go out. About the 15-yard line. Hazel will start from their own
12 or around that area. Long way to go.
Check that, about the 16-yard line. Hazlitt probably going to go to the air here or just take a knee and go in for the half. Up 42-13.
They have 84 yards to go in 31 seconds, so they'll have to be getting some long runs or long receptions on this one. Hazlitt, great ball fake.
Shively busting up the middle there, turning on the Jets. And he's having a very good game tonight. Vikings, you see, keeping it on the ground. The clock will stop with 24.5 seconds left in the second quarter. And here we go with probably the last
handed off by
of the
Turner.
half.
And again to Shively. Shively has room. He's going. Stiff arm. Trying to, and he goes out of bounds with 12 seconds left. Another great run by Curtis Shively. Shively with 2 touchdowns so far in this game, looking for his 3rd.
Very impressive. 2 plays in a row. Shibley picking up a ton of yards here tonight. A couple touchdowns. He's looking very good.
Shibley with a 19-yard run before that, and then another very, very long run. It seems that's a tradition in the past couple games. 70-yard run against Eastern last week, and about another 70-yard run.
Some future Viking fans here.
Some current Viking fans, future Viking football players.
And there some student section crazies.
There you see the LCC defense trying to stop Shibley, but they've been unable to on the last 2 carries for Shibley, with a 19-yard run and then around a 70-yard run for Shibley. Shibley's just tearing up the field, getting the ball down the field, looking for another score, and they've done a great job. They only have 22 yards to go.
We got some more crazies coming up here. In a few years, they'll be playing some Catholic Central Cougars, and hopefully
there you see some
doing the same thing that our Vikings are doing to them right now.
Future Hazlitt varsity football players and some future Hazlitt varsity soccer players as well.
If you look closely on the field, I believe you can see scorch marks from Shibley and Rahar.
They're gonna have to repaint the field. Turner in the gun. Oh, bad snap. He picks it up. Ooh.
Slipped up.
Getting nowhere.
They're going to call a time. Vikings are going to call a timeout. They want to get in the end zone before the half ends. They're going to have 5.2 seconds to check that, 5.6 seconds to do it. Trying to make some stuff happen here. I believe this is the most points that Hazlitt's put up in one half all season.
I believe it is too. 42-13, Vikings in command here.
We got a shot of the Viking huddle there. Coach O, Coach P talking things over. They want points, the players want points, the fans want points.
Shibley with about 135 yards in the first half. 2 touchdowns already. He's looking for another. Very smart play to run out of bounds. Didn't think he could get quite past the LCC defense. So he's going out of bounds. Looking for a pass on the last play, but Turner brought down a loss of 11. But they're looking for the end zone on this play.
So the Vikings in the spread.
Turner in the gun. Good snap this time. Ooh.
Intended for number 5, Thomas McCormick. 2 seconds left.
3rd and 21.
See what the Vikings can. Oh, they got Yerby out in the field. Looks like they're going to go for a long field goal.
Yerby's got quite the leg on him, though.
He
Brandon,
most certainly does. I'm not putting it past Yerby to make this.
The fans with the fairy fingers in the air. Yerby looking for about a 43-yard field goal here.
This ought to be exciting, to say the least.
Ooh.
Got under that.
Not quite enough.
But he's in high school. That was a long kick. That was.
I don't even think that's Yerby's best shot of that one, but
that was almost, I believe, 60 yards. Well, that concludes the first half. The Vikings up 42-13 on Lansing Catholic Central Cougars, and we'll be back in the third quarter with more action. But as for now, we'll leave you at the half with the Hazlitt Viking marching band.
to an auction at the Paris Opera House. We have for you a music box. Please, you'll have to listen carefully for the music box. We have a chandelier, and we have the organ music of the Phantom of the Opera. Our 2005 show features music from Andrew Lloyd Webber's Broadway hit, The Phantom of the Opera. The drill was written by Hezbollah Ross Flower. In our second number this evening, we remember the heroine, Christine, tormented by her confrontations with the Phantom. She sings to her lost father the haunting melody, wishing he were somehow here again. Our trumpet soloist was Talia Rostel. With music by Andrew Lloyd Webber, arranged by Ross Sauer. Percussion arrangements by Michigan State's John Weber. And featuring the performance of the Viking drum line and pit crew. Our final number this evening recalls the reaction to the opera written by the Phantom, Ludicrous.
And LCC kicking off here at the beginning of the second half. Chris Dean kicking off. Another booming kick by Dean. Caught by Rehar. Shibley blocking for him. Rehar.
Off the field, got tripped up by number...
Pretty decent return by Rehar.
Tripped up by number 3, Dan Benash, I believe.
Dan Benash with the taking down Rehar on that kick return there.
We got some smaller level fans there.
There's some young Heza Viking fans and fanettes. Some even more of the future Heza Viking football players. Vikings will start the first drive in the second half on the 28-yard line. Turner will set. He'll hand it off to Makuna. Makuna has room. Great big hole.
Look at this kid.
Let's see if he
Look
can
at
be
him
brought
go.
down.
Look at him go. He is
He
not
keeps
going to go
up.
down easily.
Can't
Makuna.
touch this. Didn't.
Good touch.
Makuna with a 72-yard rushing touchdown to start off the second half here, and the Vikings come out big.
I'm not sure that actually just happened. Wow. That was insane. I am stunned, out of breath, and short on words.
As my friends in the student section would say, woo! Hazlitt in command. Touchdown, Makuna, on a great run. Yerby for the extra point.
H-Town.
Who's your daddy?
Oh, man, that was crazy.
49-13. Wow, what an amazing run by Makuna.
Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Makuna, 2 touchdowns tonight already. Some big runs. That was the biggest and the baddest of them all.
Before, he had a 1-yard touchdown run. That one just a smidge bigger.
Just a smidge. Not much more than a smidge.
A skosh.
You can stretch it to a skosh. I can see how that would work. But wow,
Whew.
the hustle.
We're still catching our breath up
determination.
here. The LCC defense tried to take him down. He broke like, I don't know how many tackles. Had to have been at least 3, I believe.
Yeah, and he kept his ball fake for 15 yards. Wow.
He had
Textbook.
some room.
Fabulous textbook.
It was set up to be a great run in the first place. Makuna, that wouldn't be enough for him. Running for, once again, a 72-yard touchdown. Wow.
That's one of the longest we've seen all year.
Makuna still bringing that frustration on the field on that 4th and 2 at the end of the first half. He didn't only get those 2, he got 70 more on that one. Wow, great running by Mike Makuna. Yerby kicks it off. Another short kick. Brought down at about the 44. That's where the Cougars will set up shop for their first drive on the
40.
second half.
Number 40, Repo, just falling on that one. Not going to be able to do much with it.
Not even a minute in here, and already the fans are off their seats. Student section, more fired up than I've seen them all day. The LCC fans, very floored by that run. High snap. Freund will take it for himself, get a couple yards up the middle.
Showing some quickness there as he took the ball, faked the handoff, and ran with it. Getting about 5 yards on the carry.
Pretty
Good play.
solid fake.
Good play by Freund.
Brings up 2nd down and 4. Ball's on the Lansing Catholic 40-yard line.
Freund looking for 4 yards to get the first down, maybe more. Frank Fada in motion, going with the option on this one, takes it for himself, gets about 1 more.
Maybe stretching for 2.
Ted Baker on the stop for the Vikings. There will be 3rd down for the Cougars on this one.
3rd down and 3. Big play for the Hazlitt defense here. They stepped up in the first half in many major ways. Let's see if they can keep it going.
Cougars trying not to give the ball back to this invigorated Hazlitt Viking offense.
They came out at halftime. They were pumped up. They were yelling stuff. They were ready to return that kickoff, and they got a touchdown within 1 play. Hazlitt's ready to come out and absolutely crush these Cougars.
Freund in the shotgun. High snap again. Fake handoff once, and he's
Oh
taken
my
down.
goodness.
Not going anywhere.
Freund didn't even look like he even saw that coming. Faked the toss to number 1, Hawley, and kept the ball for himself. Looked like he was going to go out to Fada, but the inner Viking defense just brought them both down.
Yeah, they did. The ball brought back to 1 yard behind the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th and 11. Officially, it's 4th and 10, but it's a little bit before that original line of scrimmage. Dean on the punt, low snap, recovers, punts it away to Nate Turner. Turner.
Calling fire.
Oh! Did that? I believe, no. It didn't hit anyone.
It hit somebody, but
strange bounce or something on that play.
We're
gonna see the replay on the sack. There's Freund. You see,
high snap again. You see fakes it to
you
Hawley.
see Gover and then Polly coming in, but Bennett was there to cover Gover if he were to pitch it to him. Saw that there wasn't gonna be anything good out of it, so he took the sack. Didn't want to risk it. Get another turnover in the second half.
And that last punt was off of number 23, Chris Stewart, and the Cougars will get the ball back and see what they can make of this.
Too bad for the Vikings, but the Cougars get another new start on the 40-yard line. Back in the gun, rolling out.
Bird with some pressure.
And it'll be completed to number 32, Justin Garman, for a couple-yard gain on that one.
Brought down by number 20, Ben Rizzo. He's had a pretty decent game, to say the least, so far tonight.
He's at a fumble recovery, a couple tip balls, good hits, good pressure.
He's a player. He deserves a spot on varsity.
You really earn your spot on this varsity squad.
You don't just get it by being talented.
You have to work for it, too. Very impressive. In the gun again, rolls back. Bennett pressuring again. Ooh, Turner,
big hit by Turner.
Turner knocks Feda, but the ball is high and incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for the Cougars.
Think Turner's got a beef with somebody?
I don't believe he would, because Nate Turner's not the guy to be on Sportsmanlike, man. He's a upbeat guy, very, very friendly.
Point taken.
Yeah.
Ever play with him on a football field?
No,
People
I
are
haven't.
totally different on the football field, my friend.
That's true.
But I'll take your word for it. I've never seen Turner ever be unsportsmanlike.
He's very passionate, but never unsportsmanlike. In the gun, 3rd and 8, faked handoff, looking for someone there, not finding anyone, going to take it for himself, and stop, I believe, short of the 1st down marker. Another 3rd down not converted by the Cougars. It'll be 4th down. Dean will be on, I believe, to punt it away. I don't think he has a long enough leg to make a 43-yarder, but Yerby tried it, so maybe he will too. But I think they'll punt it away, try to give Hazlitt some bad field position.
Looks like they're going for it. They got Freund back in. And
I believe you are right. 4th and 3. Looking for the 1st down here. Trying to get inside the red zone.
Trying a hard count and see if
I think Hazlitt jumped on that one.
Looks like it'll be a little bit of encroachment here, but maybe somebody on the Cougars O-line moves.
Yep, it's on Hazlitt. It'll be a 1st down for the Cougars. Too bad for Hazlitt, but they're in a very comfortable place, leading this game 49-13 with 5 minutes and 36 seconds and counting left in the 3rd quarter. It would take a lot of hard work, a little luck, and a couple miracles for the Cougars to get back in this game.
But it is possible.
It is possible, but not very likely to come back from 36-point deficit. And pressure put on Freund. He throws it, not going anywhere, almost brought down. Pressure by 57 Dallas Bird and number 6 Mike McCuna. McCuna's still fired up from that run there, trying to get a sack.
McCuna showing what he's made of tonight. He's made some very key plays in this game.
McCuna definitely flexing his muscles on both defense and offense, Brandon. He's doing a great job.
And every time in between.
It'll be on the 28-yard line of Hazlitt. Be 2nd and 10. Freund sticking to the gun. Two receivers to his left, one to his right, back to his right. He rolls back, and pressure put on by 53 Max Griffith, and he'll be almost brought down.
Good play by Freund there to get it off.
Excuse me, that's 53 Ted Baker. Baker just bolting at the quarterback, wraps him up.
Getting his hands up like he should. Saw he had the opportunity for a sack and wrapped him up. Freund barely getting the ball up before he got the sack. Very lucky on that play.
Baker's a very talented individual, great asset to this football team. Very fired up, looking to make a play every play of the game.
Most definitely.
Back in the gun, 3rd and 10 on the 28. Cougars looking for a score here, and I don't think they're going to get pitched out to one. Hawley, but he's brought down before the first down marker. Got a little bit out of that one, but not enough for the first down. We're going to see how much confidence the special teams coach has in Dean here. See if they send him on for the extra point, or if they do decide to go for another 4th down conversion.
Well, Dean's in the huddle, so we'll see what happens. And it appears as though they are going to try for the field goal. It'll be a very long 47-yard.
We'll see if the special teams coach and Dean proves to be well-founded. I believe that is not good.
The wide left had the distance, just not the accuracy.
So Dean misses the field goal. Not enough confidence in their offensive squad to convert on 4th down. They haven't had a good history of it in this game. So Hazlitt will take over at the their own 24-yard line. 1st and 10. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this 3rd quarter.
So the Vikings will take over at their own 20-yard line. See if they can march it down the field for another touchdown. They might be trying to break the 60-point threshold.
Quarterback Nate Turner has come out of the game, and coming in for him is number 4 Luke Roberts. Roberts came in last game, did a great job backing up Turner. Turner had a great game today.
Looks like they're putting in the entire 2nd string. 1st string at least needs a break.
Most of the 1st string coming out here. Well-deserved rest. Done an excellent job so far.
And unless LCC starts coming back, I don't see 1st string coming back in.
Like we've said before, this Hazard Viking team has great depth on its team. Very strong.
And number 14, Mike LaRosa, getting a carry there, getting some yards. He's very tough, very determined individual.
Student section's trying to fire up this team in there. Maybe prevent some of the first couple play jitters that you normally get when you first go in the game. Trying to get them excited, looking for a big play here.
2 sophomores in at the O tackles, just thought I'd mention that.
2nd 4. They won't get it. It'll be 3rd down for the Vikings. Excuse me, he did get the 1st down. Will Fedowa gets the 1st down. Feed's doing a great job there, pounding it through for the 1st. 20 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. Blitz coming on. Roberts hands it off.
Roberts on the keeper, not getting much. And 10 seconds left in this quarter. Doesn't look like they're hurrying too much to play.
Must have put that ball
and
in
as
his pocket.
this 3rd quarter comes to a close, we'll send it over to the student section where the Hazlitt Drumline will be there with their 3rd quarter cheer, Luda, and it should be sweet. I can't wait.
Luda. Somewhat new tradition here at Hazlitt. We'll leave you to listen. Here you see Miss Littleton in the background trying to fire up the student section. John Stribley, Dan Poulter, among others, with the drum line. Doing a great job there.
That was Luda, takeoff of Ludacris's song Stand Up. It's crazy, it's insane, it's exciting. And this is Viking football. So Haslow call a timeout at the beginning of the fourth quarter here. They're up 49-13 on the Lansing Catholic Central Cougars.
37-yard line.
We're going to see if they can't march down the field. Lost some yards on the last play. The second string is in, giving the first string at least a breather, probably for the whole rest of the game. Doing a great job here tonight. Last week, I believe, the second string put up 14 points on the board. Pretty much just adding insult to injury already that Eastern was experiencing.
Second and 14 on their own 37-yard line.
So Roberts will be under center, two backs behind him.
Roberts will hand it off on this one.
Number 28, Chad Milton, not getting much. Someone got him by the ankle.
It'll be 3rd and 14 for the Vikings on the 37. Looking for a first down here. Long third down conversion ahead of them. We'll see if they can do it. Roberts running in the huddle.
Wouldn't be surprised to see him go to the air here, or they're hoping for a big play. I'm assuming up the middle. Speaking from experience, that's what happens a lot. But we'll see what happens here.
In the T again. Oh, fumble. Bad snap. Roberts running around, trying to do something with it, but brought down around the 32. That'll be a loss of 7 yards on the play. Vikings going to have to punt it away on this one. And if memory serves me correctly, this will be the first punt of the day for the Vikings. Second punt of the day for the Vikings, besides the 3-and-out at the beginning of the game.
So it's been a while since we've seen a punt today.
It has been a while. Yerby coming on to punt this one away. Fada back to receive the punt by Yerby, and there's flags on the play.
Flags on the play.
We're going to see if this might be an illegal substitution or motion.
Here, dude, put it on this side.
Could be so many things, Brandon.
Appears to be a false start on the Vikings, however. But you're right, it could be several things.
Sorry.
So false start on the Vikings, 10 minutes left of this game. Clock ticking away.
Running clock, so we won't be here till midnight. Yerby spiraling punt.
Great punt by Yerby, and it goes down out of bounds at the 43. Good boot by Yerby. The Cougars offense will come on the field looking for another score. So far they haven't had much luck.
Lansing Catholic will start 1st and 10.
Turner in on offense. Just kidding. Turner coming out of the game. Thought he deserved a little bit more rest. And that's number 14, Matt Stott, back in the game.
Ray Hart with the initial contact.
Be down around the 50. That'll be about a 7-yard gain. It'll be a 3rd and 3 for the Cougars.
Ray Hart got some help from Magnuson on takedown there. Magnuson, the backup kicker as well. Hit the cherry picker, one of my favorite plays last week.
Yeah, you mentioned that a couple times.
Just thought I'd mention that again in case you forgot.
Okay. Stott in the shotgun. He rolls to his left.
Pressure by
Fada calling for the ball. He gets it. but not getting the first down on that one. Vikings stop them.
Just short of the first down, brought down by a boatload of Vikings. It'll be 3rd and short. Oh, they're calling for a first down. It appears as though the Cougars have got the first down. They're going to start fresh set of downs. Marching down the field against this younger Hazlitt defense that's out on the field right now.
But this younger Viking defense still doesn't want to let the Cougars get any more points in. 13 is enough for them so far this season.
Cougars going to call for a timeout here, stop the clock. Probably some miscommunication going on. So the Cougars go over to their sideline, Hazlitt come back to theirs. Coach P will talk things over with the second string defense.
Head coach Tony Costello will talk it over with his guys. He'll see if they can go for the end zone, get a big play, try to rip through this stronghold of a Viking defense so far.
Time's ticking on these Cougars for this game.
Trying to cue in on the inexperience of this second string defense. Cougars pretty much sticking with their first string guys, except for Stott and Freund, who are kind of a two-punch combo. Like a couple years back, Dwayne Rollison and someone else for the Minnesota Wild. They did a great job both playing keeper. Were able to take down the Colorado Avalanche. Just another sports relation for you. Too bad they took down those Avalanche. It was Patrick Waz last year. It's a tragedy for all of us.
Really feel no shame for Patrick Watt or the Avalanche.
Back to football. Stout in the shotgun, hands it off to number 33, Max Gover, and he'll be taken down near the first down marker. We'll see if he gets it or not in a second.
Take down by number 3, Brett Reed. Got a touchdown catch earlier. Got another catch to set up another touchdown by McCuna.
It will be a first down for the Cougars. Slowly but surely marching in on this Hazlitt Vikings end zone.
And the clock's still running.
Stout in the shotgun. Looking for his receivers on the left. Not finding anything, rushes up, brought down,
Fumble on
and
the
ball's
play.
out. Ball's out. I believe the Vikings recovered. But there is a flag on the play.
You got a picture?
Looks like it was recovered by number 56, Max Griffith.
It seems like whenever there's a possible turnover, there's flags polluting the field. So that seems to be keeping up for the rest of the game as well.
I'm afraid that's how football works.
But the Vikings so far have 3 turnover recoveries against the LCC Cougars and given one up to them earlier in the first half. We'll see how this one is ruled in a second.
So the clock stopped at 7 minutes and 1 second. Vikings still up by a lot of points. I believe that looks to be 36 to me, hence the running clock.
Just a note on the side, Brandon Manson is in no way a biased commentator. No way. Just thought I should know that out.
Thanks, Alex. I was afraid I was going to have to do that myself.
So the ball is given back to the Cougars. I'll take one from your notebook, Brandon. Maybe the refs wanted to cut them a break on that one. Give them a chance.
Why not?
So Stout will be in the shotgun. 2 on his left, or 1 on his left, 1 on his right. Fumble again. Recovered by 45, Nick Rambat.
So the defense not coming up with too many big plays, but still the offense losing yards just by mishap.
We're going to see a replay of this fumble pretty soon.
Got it right here.
High snap again.
Like the center is
Stout not able to hold on to it. But you see Stout throw for the end zone. And I believe number 13, Taylor Kessner, trying to hold on to that one to get the 4th turnover of the day for the Vikings and the first interception turnover for the day, but can't come up with it. It'll be 3rd down for the Cougars. Long 3rd down. Ball on the 28. 3rd and 18 for the Cougars.
Cougars gonna need to get down to the 10-yard line here. Get a 1st down. Wouldn't surprise me if they went for it on 4th down anyway. At least try the field goal.
330 seconds left in the game, aka 5 minutes, 30 seconds. Stout rolls to his right, throws too high, and number 32, Greg Fedowa, nailed the Cougars receiver, number 15, Chris Dennehy.
He's going to be feeling that one in the morning.
Chris Denny got rocked by Feeds on that one.
It was a large-scale hit.
It was. So it'll be 4th and 18 for the Cougars. They're going to try for the end zone on this one, trying to go for it.
Why not? You get pretty much nothing to lose.
2 receivers, 2 Stouts right, 2 receivers to his left, back to his right, in the shotgun. Good snap this time. Viking blitz, and it's up in the air, and it's anyone's ball. Incomplete. The Vikings will take over on their own 28-yard line.
Vikings very relieved to see them drop that ball.
I believe that one of the Vikings got a hand on it, deflecting it from their original perception of where the ball was going to land. So I think you have to account for some Viking defense on that one too.
There was definitely good coverage.
But nonetheless, it was a lucky break for the Vikings.
So the Vikings back on offense, hoping to get some more points up on the board.
Roberts looking to do something as number 45, Nick Rambat, rushes off sides.
Rambat seems to be very disciplined. That's his first mistake of that caliber that he's made so far tonight. Quite an athlete, though, but that's not going to help him.
Brings up 1st and 5 for the Vikings from their own 33-yard line.
So Roberts will try again, this time 1st and 5 on the 33. And hand it off to Taylor Kessner. Kessner getting a couple yards, very close to the 1st down.
We should probably get that. And, yep. The officials are signaling for a 1st down. I'll check that.
It'll be 2nd and 1 for the Vikings. Kessner not quite enough for the 1st down on that play.
Officials not cutting any slack on these yardages.
But the Vikings have a couple downs to get the 1st, and I believe they will get it here.
Got some motion by
Next team, 1st team.
Legal procedure on the Vikings, so it will be 2nd and 6.
looks like it was on the O tackle. Number 76, Mike Nowak, sophomore.
But he's done a great job so far, so we shouldn't hold it against him.
He's only a sophomore, you know, he's one of his first times on offense.
There you see some pride coming up from the upperclassmen and Brandon Manson as number 4 Luke Roberts hands it off to number 14 Mike LaRosa, getting a couple yards there. So it'll be 3rd and 2 for the Vikings on the 35. LaRosa getting 3 yards on that play. Vikings determined to get the 1st down this time as they were couldn't even go for it due to the legal procedure 2 plays previous to that one.
We'll give to number 28, Chad Milton.
But he'll be brought down in the backfield for a loss. The Vikings will have to punt this one away too.
Cougars defense really sniffing out the Vikings offense. But there's only a minute 45 left in the game. there's not a chance of a Lansing Catholic Central comeback. There's a chance for points. No chance for a W for them, but I'm sure they can put something up before the game's over.
Yerby to punt.
They're only going to be moving this way.
Decent punt, dropping past midfield. You get a couple bounces. Bounces at the feet of Hazard Viking special teams unit.
Now
Be
by
brought
Thomas
down.
McCormick at the 40-yard line. Cougars will take over on their own 40-yard line with a minute left to go in the game.
What was that effect? I've been out the whole game.
Cougars down by 36 points as the clock runs out. Seems like they tried their best, but the Hazard Vikings were just too much in this one. As a long bomb to number 33 completed, Max Gover would be able to get that one and bring it down.
Very impressive pass.
Not enough patience on that Hazard Viking secondary. Maybe they got burned, but I think they need more patience. Patience, Iago, patience.
Yeah. Promise.
As my friend Jafar would say.
So 24.5 seconds left in the game. The Vikings are up 49-13 over the Lansing Catholic Central Cougars.
So great reception by Gover on that one. Moving the ball up the field. We'll see if the Cougars can get another score here. One at the end of the first half, one on the first play of the game, and then the missed extra point. Hit the post, bounced off the other side of the post, and dropped out.
Some big pressure in that play, though, from the Hazard Vikings defense, who's not willing to give up any more points than they already gave up.
But that's been the story all day, Brandon. The Vikings defense is putting so much pressure on this Cougar offense. Matt Stout is in. Even more pressure on him right now. He's going for the end zone.
He's going deep. And that's going to be incomplete out of the back.
Caught by number 7, Cerconi, but he's not able to keep it in bounds. So this game's going to be wrapped up.
In 9.5 seconds, Cougars calling a timeout. If that end zone were a yard deeper, he would have had that touchdown.
That's so true.
Great reception. I got to give him that.
Yep. Back to my previous point. Hazlitt defense has been unrelenting in their attack, going after every quarterback the Cougars want to throw at them, whether it's Freund or Stout. Their first name is both Matthew, but the Vikings don't really care.
Obviously, Vikings working the pass rush this week in practice, obviously paying off as they put some serious pass rush on these quarterbacks.
It's a sad day for the football players named Matthew.
It really, really is.
Vikings putting up a lot of pressure. 3 turnovers for this defense. Been about 6 or 7 opportunities for a turnover. Some called back due to penalties. Some just falling in the way on the side of the Cougars. But they've done a great job today. Great job by the offense. About 140 yards by Curtis Shibley.
That one's going to be broken up in the end zone.
And another attempt for a turnover.
That will be the game.
And that will be the game, ladies and gentlemen.
The Hazlitt Vikings winning this one by a large margin of 36 points, 49-13 over the Lansing Catholic Central Cougars. Now, Alex, what did you think of this game?
I thought it was a great game. The Cougars put on a great effort. They just try to meet Hazlitt, but Hazlitt is too much. Too powerful on defense, too strong, too intimidating. The Vikings pull out early after a couple mistakes on the kick return and their first possession, but been able to pick it up right after that. Curtis Shibley doing a great job, getting about 140 yards rushing today. Mike McCuna with an outstanding run to start the second half here. 72-yard touchdown run. I am speechless at the amazing performance of Mike McCuna. So we'll leave you here, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be 49-13 to the Hazard Vikings. Brandon, it's all yours.
Well, thank you, Alex. I just had a few things to say. I certainly think that the Vikings showed some great heart tonight, showing that they still have that heart of steel that they've always had since Coach O has been here. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We will see you next week here at Viking Stadium for more Viking football. And for Alex Wagner, I'm Brandon Manson. Good night.
Good night.